everyone! So today I am blonde. I had planned to do like a before video with my old hair and show you guys more of my old hair, but I didn't get a chance to do it because it just so happened that this week was my finals week when I decided to go blonde and all this stuff, and I had some other like vlog deadlines and stuff. So basically this is what my hair looks like now, and I gotta be honest, like, oh my gosh, it's such a shock to me anyway, because I don't know, I don't think I ever thought that I was gonna do this. So to me it's just like, whoa. To start from the beginning, my before story, I guess, about 4 months ago, no, maybe like 5 to 6 months ago, I decided to get an ombre. So basically I already had blonde strands in my hair. My hair was much longer. I had blonde strands down here, but they were just like strands because that's what I had told the person who did my hair in December to do. So I asked the December lady, I'm just going to call them by their months, but I asked December lady to add more strands, more blonde strands to my hair so that it would look like low lights, you know, like highlights, but like down here. Now I don't know if that's what they're actually called because I've been corrected by hairstylist, but that's what I'm going to call them, and that's what I've always called them, and like they're just like low lights, you know, like basically just like strands of bleach. That's what I'm going to call them. But so she did that and she gave me a haircut and it was great. I loved it. That was in December of last year. So she gave me a haircut, she thinned down my hair, she gave me a good haircut, it was good, bam, that was good. So then come April, I was like, I really want an ombre, like a good ombre, like something very like solid that like flowed and blended nicely, because I had all this blonde, but I wanted almost all of my bottom part to be blonde, which is why I decided to get an ombre. Now when I went to the hairstylist, I don't think she understood exactly what it was that I wanted, but one of my friends had gotten her hair done with her and her ombre was perfect, so like I pretty much like told her like this is pretty much what I want, so that's what I was expecting. So I left with like a somewhat ombre. It was a very subtle ombre and that's like definitely not what I wanted. And it was much darker than what I thought it was going to be. It was like very expensive. Like what that cost me, it cost like the same thing was to go blonde. So basically like to me, like looking back, it was like totally not worth it. And I feel like, and you know, like more than anything, like that hairstylist, she didn't listen to my concerns afterwards, because you know I did text her. I told her like I was always very nice about it, because you know like at first, like, I had this feeling of, like, okay, this is fine, but then I realized, like, that is not what I wanted, and, like, I paid for something, and that's not what I got. So I did, you know, I did reach out to her, and I told her, look, my hair is a little bit too caramel, it was too orange for my taste, and she was like, don't worry, it'll fade out, but the haircut was just really bad, so I, like, you know, it was just, like, a really bad experience afterwards. Like, during the whole thing, it was fine, you know, she was nice and everything, but she just didn't do what I wanted on my hair, and I was very disappointed, and I paid almost like $300 for that. But I've always been very low maintenance. Like I get a haircut like maybe like twice a year, and like that's a lot, and I know that's like kind of not that great, but I just like once I get a haircut, like I'm very scared, and I think that's what it is. I'm very scared of someone messing up a good thing that I had. So in December I was fine, I loved my hair, but then my hair grew and I wanted a haircut, I wanted the ombre, and which is why I went to this April lady. That's what we're gonna call her, April, because that's when I got my hair done. So basically I had a terrible experience with her. I really regretted doing what I did because she cut a lot of my length and it was a bad haircut, and also like I had like little strands here were blonde, and I hated that because like I was so used to the frames of my face being black, so I really didn't like this part. Like it was tiny little bits being blonde, and it was like my hair was fried from an ombre, and my hair looks like beautiful from like bleach, hours of bleach. But with her, like she over processed my hair. It was just terrible. Basically it was just, absolutely terrible. And she talked up a lot, you know, like she was like, oh, I've done Taylor Swift's hair and I've done this and I've done that, and she's kind of like well known down here in South Florida, but I definitely, like, I wouldn't recommend anyone to go with her. And I had a friend that day with me and she was gonna do it, and I told her, I was like, don't do it, like, because I was not happy at all with the results. And even she was like kind of shocked when she washed my hair after the ombre and it was wet. There was like no blonde, you could not see any blonde, and we were just like, oh my god, like, holy shit, is there any blonde in here? We were freaking out. My friend was freaking out. So so that was that experience in May. So then about a month or two ago, which if we're September, maybe like back in July, one of my aunt's friends who's a hairstylist, he was gonna cut her hair, and so I asked her, I was like, oh, you know, is he good? Can he cut my hair? So he came to our house and everything, and he cut my hair and he blow dried it, and that day was fine. Like, I was like, okay, it looks good, whatever. But he didn't do my ombre, so like, you know, obviously like when they do your ombre, it's like sections and like they know. So so basically I ended up a couple of days later realizing that my hair was really choppy after I washed it, and I don't even like blow dry my hair. I wash it and I let it air dry because I don't like applying heat to it. So I let it air dry and I realized my hair was choppy. Like, it looked like someone had just gone with scissors and literally just done this, and I was devastated. I think worse than like bad color, because you can kind of hide bad color, but a bad haircut is so hard to hide without getting it fixed. So I just went like a couple of, you know, like 1 or 2 months like with that haircut, just hating it every day even more. And so then is when I decided, we were just at lunch with a friend and he was like, I dare you to go blonde, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it, blah blah blah. Then the more I thought about it, I was like, I think, you know, it's something that like I've been mentally preparing myself for, and I was like, alright, whatever, you know, like, I need a haircut and I'm just gonna do it. So I went and I was like, I'm gonna shop around, I'm gonna go everywhere, I'm gonna like not go to the first person that I find. And I ended up doing the exact opposite of what I said I was gonna do, because I posted a status on Facebook and I was like, I'm looking for like a hair colorist, like someone to, like, I want to do like a drastic change. And this girl, Allie, she is friends with me on Facebook, and she liked my status, and then I remembered that she was a hairstylist, so I went and I checked out her page, and I saw that she works at a salon in Midtown. So I checked out the salon and I called and I made an appointment for like a consultation. Or actually, I messaged her and she was like, yeah, just call the salon and like we have free consultation so you can come. And the salon is like literally 5 minutes away from where I go to school, so I was like, perfect, fine. Like, I went, I got the consultation. Like, not only was she like super nice, but like the whole salon is like a really cool salon. And if you're ever down here like in Miami, in the Wynwood area, which is like very artsy and all that stuff, like, I definitely recommend like maybe just like entering the salon, because it's a really cool place. The place is like very organic. It's very just different. Overall, just very different. Like, no cookie cutter salon, like nothing at all like that. It's very unique, and it was like such a good experience being there for like 5 hours. Let me just start with the staff. The staff is like extremely nice. Everyone is so chill. It's so cool. As soon as I walked in, I went with my little sister, and we walked in and she's like, did you get your soundtrack from them? Because like this is literally what you listen to. And it was really great because it was very like indie, like alternative music, and it was just very, very chill. So for, you know, if you're gonna like go blonde and you have dark hair, you're gonna be in that chair for a good 4 to 5 hours from the beginning to end, especially if you're gonna get a cut and a blow and all that stuff. So I went in at 12 and I left, I think, at like 5:30 or like 4:30 or something like that. So that was about 4 hours. Let's just cut the 30 because it was like taking pictures and then also like talking about it. And I actually had 2 people work on my hair. Allie did my hair color and Ashley did my haircut. So Ashley went in first and she cut the length, and she just did like some, you know, so she looked at my hair and she's like, so your hair is very choppy. And I was like, oh my gosh, you like literally just looked at it and you understand my concern and my issue. She was like, don't worry, we're gonna fix it. So she went in and she just like did some cutting, and then Allie placed the bleach in, and then that's where we got started. And she didn't use foils, she actually used like a plastic wrap, and she was telling me throughout the whole thing that she was using this not like special bleach, but this very like soft bleach that would not damage the hair as much. And I mean, her work was just I don't know if like, I mean, I've gotten my hair, like my head completely bleached before to go red. I don't think I got this this light to go that red that I went, but I remember my scalp I was in pain pretty much for like at least 2 hours of bleach, and I didn't feel a thing with Allie yesterday because I literally just got this done yesterday, but I didn't feel a thing, like no pain, no nothing. And she was so careful, like she took her time. She was like literally painting on the bleach on my hair, like why it's like, which is why it's so blendable and it's so soft, like there's no like hard edges really. And I decided to, you know, like I have my dark roots still, like I decided to keep my roots dark because I like I said, I'm very low maintenance when it comes to my hair, and I could not see myself like go to a salon like every 3 weeks to get my roots touched up, and I don't think I'm ready for that kind of blonde yet. So I decided that this was going to be the first step to going blonde, because I like eventually like I would like to go to like a very almost like not platinum, but a much lighter blonde, to maybe play around with funky colors. But for right now, I'm just doing like the Beyonce blonde. So yeah, she took her time, and it was, you know, she's so great, she's so nice. Like I had like a really nice connection with my hair colorist, which is also like always really awesome to have. So then we washed it, we put in some toners, and it was just like a couple of like minutes sitting there with toners and washing and rinsing and all this stuff. And their coffee, like someone made us coffee, and it was like incredible. I was like, holy moly, this coffee's really good. And then after, we went back to the chair, and that's when Ashley finished cutting my hair, and then she started blow drying my hair, but then Allie finished it. And when they turned me around like to like kind of like do the big reveal, I was like, oh my god. I'm sorry, I have like hiccups. Like I was so shocked and pleased with how good the bleach looked. Like I was like in shock, but I was like, oh my god, it looks really good. The haircut looks awesome. Like the haircut, you know, she told me, she was like, look, the haircut I'm going to give you, it's going to work great when you don't blow dry your hair. And I was like, perfect, because I like to wash it and not do anything after that, other than like put like a leave-in conditioner or just some argan oil or something to protect my hair from the natural heat. But I hate applying heat to my hair. It's just, I feel like it's so damaging. Throughout these past months, I've been blow drying my hair to make it look like somewhat presentable, and I've noticed the difference between like how rough my hair is like when I don't blow dry it. So I'm really glad that, you know, like now I don't have to blow dry my hair for it to look like decent. And obviously blow dried, it looks fabulous. And I think I might like actually cut my bangs a little shorter. She did suggest it, and I was like, no, they look fine, because they were like swept across my face, and I was like, oh, this is cool. But I do think that we might need to cut them because they're just looking a little too long. They like cover my face. But overall, like this is the hair, and like this is the back. That's just it. Like I had such a good experience, and I'm so happy with the result and my overall experience at the salon. So I will link all their Instagram and all that stuff. If you're in the Miami area, you should definitely go check them out. My hair was basically bringing me down so much, and I just couldn't take it anymore. Like I was about to go bald. Like if this wouldn't have worked out, I was just gonna go bald. But yeah, so that is my going blonde, or why I decided to go blonde, or why I ended up going blonde story, and how it happened and all this stuff. And yeah, so now from now on, like I am the same person, just different hair color. Yeah, I'll see you all later. Don't forget to check out my blog, bellearebeautiful.com, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter and all that good stuff. Bye!